All right, hey guys, I wanted to show you guys the new plane that I've been working on. Well, I was working on last week. I got it done last week, but I had to work over the weekend, so didn't get to do much with it. The plane, it's different, kind of, but it's still the same. I actually didn't copy anybody this time. Ed, sorry, I didn't make another one of your planes. Actually, I was tooling around with the idea of just something something I've not done before. So some of the neater planes that I've seen lately are like the 3D aerobatic planes. Just the way they look, I really like the way they look, and I wanted one. So how can I make one out of the Dollar Tree Foamboard? So this here is what I came up with. You'll see, obviously, I mean, first thing I'm sure you see the swept wings. I think that is awesome. It actually came out really well. I have a tapered fuselage. It's still from the front to the back. It's 30 inches, but here at the nose, it's 2 1/4 inches, or yeah, 2 1/4 inches here at the nose. On the inside where that paper interval is, that's 2 1/4. At the tail, it's 1 1/2, so that it tapers down. I thought that was really cool. My elevator, I did a split tail, but to keep the rigidity in there, I hot glued a little piece of popsicle stick in there, and yeah, I mean that's pretty much my plane there. I did a little orange cross on the bottom, just fluorescent orange duct tape. But I've excuse me, I've got everything, all of my control surfaces work. I've got a battery plugged in, so here we go. I'll show you the rudder. Yep, that's working. Here's the elevator. That works. A little aileron. And of course we can't forget the throttle. Wow. Yeah, blowing stuff off my workbench there. So yeah, this is my plane. I'm using my it's the Grayson Hobby 2217-6. I believe I don't remember the kV on this, but I've got the 30 amp speed control. I've got the orange receiver with the satellite receiver here on the side. I've got 2 high-tech 9-gram servos on the front. 2 Futaba, let's see, actually these aren't 9-gram servos. I forget what those are. But anyways, two high-tech servos here on the front, 2 Futaba servos on the back, 3-cell, 2200 milliamp battery in there. I believe it's 25C. Yeah, here's the plane I've been working on. Got it done, and we're gonna go fly it here in probably a little bit. So. Yep, keep watching. Well, here we are. Came out to my little flying field. My other flying field's been occupied by a bunch of cars at the local college. I'm not happy about that. But I brought my new plane out here, and I brought my wing out here. I was just flying around the wing, having some fun with it, and I was trying to show off to myself, and I ended up bending up the nose pretty good, and yeah, but I mean, everything just seems fine, so it looks like I just need to make a new wing and take the electronics off of this and put it on the new one. So I checked the motor shaft, and because of my prop saver on there, I didn't bend the shaft. I love that prop saver. So yeah, anyway, that one seems to be okay despite the bent schnoz on it, but we'll put together another one and try that again. I love that thing. That was so much fun. But we're gonna give my new plane its maiden flight. Wow, it's got some pull, and I've got a bit of downward angle on the nose, on the motor. Man, I am shaking now already. Holy crap! Ooh, nervous. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens here. Go ahead and keep you back there just in case. The wind's coming from over there a little bit. Control surfaces are way too much. I have a bad habit of doing that. Have you noticed? Like on my first couple of flights, my plane just whips around because my control, there's just too much throw, and I bring them. I try not to set them up with too much, and I always do. And you saw that thing, and it just whips right around. Let's go see how bad this is. The ever popular walk of shame.
Put the head down.
Nah, it's not that bad. I'm still learning. Yep. Well, I bent the motor mount right around. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Motor seems fine. Everything seems fine. I just screwed that motor mount up. When I was working on the motor mount, I actually made a last-minute decision to go back to this L bracket, thinking it would be lighter than my original motor mount that I was going to use. It probably is lighter, but on my Photon, I've got like a U bracket. It mounts on the top, comes down the front, and mounts underneath. I think I'm just gonna go back to that on this. I've got it made up at the house. I just had a last-minute decision on this and decided not to use it. Everything seems to be fine. You know, I think I cracked the foam a little bit, but I think I can fix that. So I'll just pop the motor off this mount. Pull that motor mount out of there and pop my new motor mount on there and put the motor on this, and maybe we'll try this again tomorrow. It sure did scream. I got thinking about it. I think this is a 1500 kV motor, and I've got a 9 by, what is that? No, okay, this is an 8 by 4 prop on here, and it definitely seemed like it wanted to go. So yeah, we'll change the motor mount out, and we'll try it again. So, all right, thanks for watching. It's been a heck of a day. You know, but by the point you got to the video now, I mean, I showed you the unveiling, I guess you could say, of my new plane. I have no idea what to name it yet, so it's just being called the new plane. But I gave you the unveiling of the new plane. I gave you the maiden flight of the new plane. I gave you a crash of the new plane. Well, I've got it home now, and here we are with. We've got a bit more of an addition to it with the repairs, and it's working again. So here we are. We get the camera turned around here. The plane now has landing gear. It was actually something I was thinking about putting on there to begin with, and just never did. So because I wrecked it and brought it home needing repairs, I thought I'd just put the landing gear on there, so I did. It's actually just a piece of, what is that? I think it originated as, it's just a piece of aluminum bar stock. It's 1/16 thick, and it started at 2 inches wide, and I kind of tapered each end there after the fold from the fuselage. That's actually just a thin fiberglass rod that I'm using as an axle, and a couple of 2-inch lightweight foamy wheels that I got at the hobby shop for actually a pretty reasonable price. I think I paid $1.50 for the two. I thought that was pretty cool. But here we are. Plane's got it's got the U-shaped motor mount on it. You know, it starts here at the bottom, comes up, wraps around the top, and it's a whole lot more rigid than the other one. Yeah, it probably weighs, you know, twice as much as the other one, but you know, when you're talking, you know, just a few ounces, I guess that's okay. So I've got the motor remounted on there. Actually, I was checking the motor out when I had it all unplugged, or when I had it all apart, and when I bit the grass earlier today in that field, you know, apparently I didn't do any damage to it. It starts up just fine. Sounds, I mean, to me it sounds real good. I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary, no grinding or nothing. Like maybe I, you know, threw a bearing or broke one of the magnets inside or whatever. So I did that. Here at the back end, I've got a little, it's just a carbon fiber, or not carbon fiber, gift card tail skid. Yeah, just put a little, so I'm not chewing up my foam back there. I figured the gift card will last a little longer. But I did change my servo throws on the ailerons. Actually, I didn't change anything in the travel adjustment because, well, actually, I don't really know. I mean, I checked it, but it, you know, I didn't change it that way. What I did is I'd gone into my dual rates in Expo, and I made my ailerons 40%, and I even changed my elevators 75%. I didn't change the rudder because I don't use the rudder very often anyway, and I don't know if you can see, but you know, the rudder doesn't move too excessive, I don't think. But we have the elevator. You know, that's pretty minimal. I mean, I can still change that if I need to. But the ailerons were the big one. You can see here, I'll get to the wing tip here. See, it's not as much throw. I don't know. It's set, the dual rates are set at 40%. I might go back to 50. But I'll show you. Oops. Take this back up to 100 where it was. Oops, 100. Okay, we'll come down here to the tip. You see that? You know, that was just a lot of throw. See, I had my clevises hooked up to my control horn on the farthest out. So I mean, I was thinking about it. I just didn't think about it enough. So let's take this. Okay, that's 50% on the dual rates. See, that's better. I think we're gonna find out tomorrow because I'm gonna take this back out and try it again. And you know, so something you'll notice. I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed, but the plane, it's got the wing on the bottom, which, you know, it's obviously what I was trying for. I hadn't seen it done yet in the foam board, and so I wanted to try something new. And so I've actually got a couple different new things. I mean, I've got the swept wing, that's new for me. The tapered fuselage, that's new for me. Landing gear, that's new for me. The wing on the bottom, that's new. So I mean, tomorrow's re-maiden flight should be pretty interesting. Stick around and we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching.